an adventure race, there's several different kinds of obstacles you face as a team and as an individual. There's certainly the race course obstacles. So one thing you learn at some point, it dawns on you that this is a game, that there is a puppet master and he is not making this easy for you. There are going to be challenges and there are going to be points where they try to make the team break.
Having a team on the same page. Everybody's got a role to play. Everybody at some point during the race is going to suffer, right? So the others are going to be responsible for picking them up during those low points. Having a team and having the support of a team is absolutely necessary to be successful.
There's so much desire to make sure everyone's successful, but you know that you have to have the back of the person who's next to you the entire time.
That's really one of the strong, most positive aspects of the team sport that adventure racing is.
The thought that I would never be able to achieve a particular leg or section of the race never crossed my mind. That's how strong the feeling of the team was.
So it's knowing your team, knowing that you can get through this is the great part about it.
Not everybody is going to be the strongest bike rider or climber or paddler or anything, but you've got a team behind you who are all focused on the same goal of getting to the finish line, and everybody contributes their piece to the team. So you don't have to be the best, you don't have to be the fastest, you don't have to be the strongest, you just have to be willing and committed. And if you're those things, then you can be a successful adventure racer.
The transition zones are places where you basically transition from one mode of transportation, or I should say human transportation, to the others. There's transition zones where you basically turn in whatever equipment you're using and get your equipment for the next leg of the race, and really are just kind of the demarcation between one leg of the race and another.
The one thing about adventure racing is that you're really involved with the environment that you're in. So when you're in the kayak, I can pretty much guarantee you that you're going to get wet. You also need to be in sync. So for example, for our boat, we had 3 people in our boat. And that requires a lot of rowing in tandem. I can say that we had rowing not in tandem, and then we had rowing in tandem, and we figured it out. It's a whole different mentality because, you know, on land you can stop. You can just stop, focus, rethink, and you're not still moving. Because when you're in a canoe, you stop and you think, and you're like, let me look at the map. Next thing you know, you've drifted into the side, you've drifted into another boat, you're interfering with other people. You have to be really aware of what's going on around you.
There's always going to be struggles. Everyone's going to have their moment when they're done. Everybody had those low points.
Everybody isn't interested in accomplishing the same goals, if everybody isn't pointed at the same target, if everybody isn't moving at the same pace, you're going to have splintering, you're going to have dissension, you're going to have attitude and morale problems, and all of those things will tend to submarine the level of success that your team has.
The other kind of obstacle aspect of adventure racing is the personal obstacles. I think every person and every teammate has some aspect of the race that they feel that they're inferior to the others in.
There's always what we call the suck section of any type of race. There's going to be a section out there that sucks. But what's so great about the worst part about the race, it's the most talked about.